And we're back. Today we have something called Prospects of Baltimore. It's in several parts. 1. Through the city, you with your broken fingers and me with my bandaged feet try to recall fragments of a dream we shared in coffee shops with your pleasing stories and where we'll be tomorrows, playing hide and seek in the desert where the smoke that hovers and fills our silent treasure chest. 2. The Queen of Hearts stared back, why? Convinced me it was real, before running off with the King of Spades to the outskirts along the fens of Manhattan, trying to catch the last barge to Baltimore as Uranus moved and was eclipsed by the moon. Long before she was queen, or he'd pulled a leer for her Cordelia, when they were the light of a new moon, smoking cloves and holding loosely a sachet of St. John's wort. 3. He came with a fire dying in his hands, ashes that are still warm on his skin. She with a smile that leapt upward through the smoldering that concealed their exit across the waking street. 4. It was a hunting trip to her, winged hat on, buried deep in his cape, something to hide in her closets and sketchbooks. She was born a carpenter's daughter. Her tears became the diamond she bought paradise with, etched with answers, deep in the crystal of her being, a voice that lingers faintly down the hall, with eyes like her mother's and a love like her father's. 5. His eyes were red from the incense that burned a skyless cloud over the bay, as the current lapped the pylons and the candles melted the sand to glass, a deep reflection of the restlessness that haunted the spaces where his father laughed. 6. It was the story in their cards, a glyph of the trinity they shared in body, mind, and earth, that delivered their dreams to reality. Even now she is the ground his storms blow above, a child of the moon fighting the fog with his morning, calling down the rain to release the heat and grow roots that will be harvested at noon. They ran through the meadows in search of a lost language, slipping past the signs that would give direction if they hadn't been buried in the dust. 7. She repeats back what was so well termed about the earth and sun and spiritual lust, a storehouse for her burning, the story of a savior arrested as a thief, her voice engulfing the breeze and investigating empires in their final moments and survivors, a soul that charges the walls of a cave like algae that is dancing in the rapture of finding darkness at dawn. 8. He told her he would take her any place she'd like to go, even Trenton, where the night is never quiet, clicking and buzzing, an insane intrusion that would keep them awake if they hadn't offered each other salvation or gave their souls to the sea. And there we have it. That is Prospects of Baltimore. I like writing stuff about Baltimore. Baltimore is maybe not as now, but at one time was a huge muse for me. It represented so many things. If I put Baltimore somewhere, I definitely am setting a scene that if you look over what I do, I would call it a body of work. People would laugh at that because nothing was ever published, but Baltimore comes up again and again. One of the few cities that do. I have the Inertia Satori collection, which mentions a lot of places, but I mean, just Baltimore has Baltimore as a city, and then Woodbridge Valley comes up, which is obviously a neighborhood, Catonsville, different Federal Hill, different parts of the city are each microcosms, I guess, of different spirits that the idea of Baltimore provides. I'm working through it, guys. I love you all. Make sure I'm looking over. Make sure if you like what I'm doing, you like, subscribe. I'm over on Blue Sky, KevinHogan at Blue Sky Social. And think about buying me a coffee. And I will see you tomorrow or the next day. Stay beautiful.